This is the North End. This is the North End.
Hey guys, JP California coming at you guys well from a little bit darker Southern California. It's a little later in the day. Like most US fans, hopefully most US fans, I was at a restaurant having some food and drink and having a great merry time and really just indulging myself in the weird nationalism and tribalism that the World Cup brings about. It was just a weird feeling rooting for players I normally don't root for, but it is what it is, and many of us soccer fans realize that you can flip a switch sometimes and go follow another team. So we're not doing Villa today, we're doing US versus Wales in a 5 things that we learned about US soccer, something new. If you guys like this channel, you like this video, like and subscribe, press those buttons, get at me, tell me I'm crap, or tell me you think I'm right, or tell me something I don't know. Because if you put something good in there, I'll throw it in the next video. So, number 1 thing that we learned about the 5 things we learned about US soccer is possession. Kind of a neat concept. You know, if you follow the EPL, maybe you're used to teams having far more possession, but US soccer fans are not one of those. We had almost 60% possession against a Welsh team that I thought dug in quite exceptionally well. But what good is 60% possession if it's between our center backs and our holding mid? What's the point? We had 6 shots with only 1 on target, while Wales had 7 shots and 3 on target. And honestly, we didn't really trouble their keeper besides our goal or 1 or 2 small moments of opportunity. So where are we going with this? Well, if the US soccer wants to transition into a better, stronger team, we need to move that ball quickly to the midfield and from the midfield to an outlet higher up the field, not always going back, which seemed to be the problem. But possession was nice, and it was really great to see. So, first thing, is USA turning into a possession team? Maybe, but I don't think we'll have it against England. But we'll see in the long run. So, number 1, possession. Number 2, Pulisic. Is he our only outlet? It looked that way. Timothy Weah, who got the goal and was a great outlet for some passes, didn't do much with his opportunities. He wasn't willing to take players on or try and create something. It just seemed like the ball naturally gravitated to Pulisic, and it just seems like a team that's really one-sided, one-dimensional in its attack. And so for me, if we're going to have possession, we need another version of Pulisic on the other side to be that guy to get the ball wide just outside the 18-yard box on the corner, that's willing to make things happen, that's willing to take guys on, cut it in, put it in a cross, put in a drive, whatever it may be. But Pulisic can't be our only option. We need someone better. Is it Gio Reyna? Maybe. But why do we bring a guy to a World Cup who's struggling with fitness and needs to get back to it? It isn't Jordan Morris. We'll talk about him in a minute. Is it Timothy Weah? And if it is, we need to give him the ball and trust him. But Pulisic cannot be our only outlet up the field. Number 3, better at set plays. We had several corners. We had several free kicks out and around the box, and we couldn't beat that first man. And when we did, we had one ball, 1 corner that went back post. And honestly, who's our best one? Our set pieces have to be better, period. If we have Walker Zimmerman and Tim Reed in the play and Weston McKennie for these set pieces, the set pieces have to be better. It looked like a low-end Premier team, like a team that just had no confidence in their set pieces. So why are we going long? Maybe we should play short and combo and try and break them down real quick. Maybe we should ping a back post and then have guys running near post so they head it back across. I don't know, but it needs to be better because the set pieces in this game were atrocious from US soccer. So we need to see better from that. Number 4, Jordan Morris. Man, we brought him in about 15 minutes left in the game, as the right forward, right winger, right attacker, whatever you want to call it. And for a guy who had a lot of hype 8 years ago, he just doesn't look the same character. Yes, he's a broad guy. He looks like he has almost swimmer shoulders. And yeah, he used to have some speed to him and decent on both feet for shots, but that's about it. He is the quintessential, stereotypical American forward. He is Josie Altidore if he was the version before Josie Altidore. He is just not there. He's not good enough for the United States. And so Greg Burhalter brings him in as power and speed after he had 2 major surgeries. I believe they were both ACL tears. 2 ACL tears? You're bringing him on for power and speed. He doesn't look it. He doesn't look good enough. And honestly, you brought in Yedlin, who you should have put up into that attacking spot. Left Dest behind him. Put some real power and speed on that side. Go at him. Overlap. Go quick down that right-hand side. Jordan Morris can barely trap a ball sometimes. So for me, he can't be our first sub. Like, if he's our first sub against England, it's because we're 4-0 down. It's because we're not chasing the game. And Jordan Morris, he said it was his sub to try and go chase the game and get the goal. If you're subbing him in, I think the game's over. It doesn't look like the enthusiastic, promising sub that American fans want to see. So hopefully he can remedy that issue or figure out what he really needs to do, because that ain't it for me. And number 5, Greg Burhalter is playing for his job. He's coaching for his job. I'm sorry. He's coaching for his job. He needs to be better. He needs to be better. I had a friend, I texted him and I said, this was not it. This is his job-defining game and he couldn't deliver. And he says, you want to potentially get Greg Burhalter fired after 1 game in a World Cup? And I said, yeah, you don't get time at the World Cup. Your job was to beat Wales. You had 60% possession and you still tied. Your job is to win games. This isn't rec ball. This isn't your local YMCA league. This isn't high school soccer. This is the highest tournament in the world. Your job is to win the games, and it has to be better. It needs to be better. Greg Burhalter needs to make better subs. He needs to push his team to go and get that 2nd and 3rd goal, because in the second half, it was almost like we sat back after we scored, and that was it. We were comfortable. We were okay. We were going to see out a 1-0 lead against Wales, a team that we should beat in a World Cup where, you know what, you need 2 wins to move on. This had to be one, because England is going to be a very difficult game. Iran, I think we can run the score up on Iran. We should be able to get out of there 3-1, 3-0, but we needed to beat Wales. You played a Wales team that Gareth Bale up top who did not touch a ball for 47 minutes. That needed to be a win. It needed to be 3-0 at half. We just didn't look like we had that cutting edge. We need to go for that. So, let's break it down. Those are my 5 things. Number 1, possession. Gotta make something with it. Number 2, Pulisic. He can't be our only forward. Number 3, set piece dilemma. Number 4, Jordan Morris. Ain't it. And number 5, Greg Burhalter. You got to step up. Time to step up. This is JP California from the North End YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Please get at me. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm batshit crazy. Jordan Morris is the best player. Like my buddy Willie says, he's the best player for the United States. Tell me I'm wrong, but you know what? If I'm not, come at me. Tell me I'm right. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your points. Give me a like and subscribe. Get at it. Let's go USA versus England on Friday, Pacific time, 11 a.m. Woof. But you know what? I'm drinking earlier, so whatever. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
This is the North End. This is the North End.